And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe.
What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. Let's get it. Own your skills. Own your skills. I said it twice just in case you guys missed it the first time. What I mean by owning your skills is first you have to figure out what skills you got. Cooking, welding, mechanic, sewing, editing, IT, all those kind of stuff. You have to look within yourself and figure out what it is that you're really, really good at and focus on that. Because a lot of mistakes people make is doing way too much. Let me tell you something. If you do way too much, at some point you're doing something that was not meant for you. And if you're doing something that's not meant for you, you're wasting your time. And some time that you waste, you can't get it back. So if you're using your time doing welding for 1 year and next year sewing, next year industrial technique, the other year you want to become a lawyer, the other year you want to do something. If you change your mind every year, you're gonna at some point you're gonna be say 7, 9, 10 years and you wasted all that time. So you have to figure out what skills you got. This is why in high school they give you different like skill courses. Like in high school I used to do like say IT, industrial technique, sewing, cooking, uh home management, like those kind of stuff. They put you in those classes just so you can figure out what skills you're good at. So when you do those kind of stuff, you have to figure out which one you like. So with that being said, is by the time you're 20, 21, you should already know what exactly you're good at. And then you focus on that. Make that your strength and exercise it. Because if you don't know what skills you got, then I don't know what to say. But if you know what skills you got, then you need to exercise it. Don't worry about what you can't do. Worry about what you can do. Because let me tell you something. Not everyone in this world can do everything. We can't do everything. But what makes some people stand out is the strength they got from their skills. Because they own their skills. So with that being said, is whatever it is that you think you're good at, you have to, if you haven't found it yet, you need to search within yourself and you need to figure out what it is that you're good at, and then you need to exercise it and develop your own skills, and you need to own your skills. That's the only way you're gonna grow and evolve above and beyond. Stop wasting your time doing a bunch of unnecessary stuff that's not doing nothing for you and it's not doing nothing for nobody. You need to own your skill. Your skills is for you. Let me tell you something. A person may try to mimic you, but they can't be you. A person may act like you, talk like you, walk like you, do everything just like you, but they can't be you. So don't make because somebody else is copying you, that means you're gonna not do what you love doing. People copy stuff that they admire or that they find attractive, stuff that they want to be like. So if you say, if you bring yourself a certain weight and all of a sudden you see somebody else bringing themselves like you, they're walking like you, they're talking like you, they low-key admire you. Even if they don't come forward and say that they admire you, they probably won't, but they admire you because people act like stuff that they want to be like, stuff that they idolize. So with that being said, if that's your problem, scratch that. That's complete garbage. Do not use your, don't stop your progress by worrying about, oh, this person's acting like me, I won't do it. You're only affecting yourself at the end of the day. Trust me. You need to own your skills. Find something that you love and exercise it. That's the same thing with me. Bro, you know, I used to love, like, before I started posting videos on YouTube, back before I came overseas, I used to love, say, editing pictures, editing videos, like always editing some stuff. But then when I came overseas, like, that's when I start doing YouTube when I came overseas. But that's not the point. I'm still editing. I love editing and I keep editing until I find a way that you can actually get paid from YouTube. So I was like, if there's a way that I can like do what I love and get paid, might as well take it. Why shouldn't you do the same? If there's something that you love doing, own it. Don't wait for nobody else to come and help you, because number one, nobody is going to come and help you. No one's going to come and sit down with you and say, okay, let's figure this out. No one is going to do it. People are only drawn to the ones that seem like they know what they're doing. Notice, Everyone's always gravitating to the smartest person in the room. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So you need to find what your skills are and own it. If you don't know what it is yet, then you need to look back within yourself and figure out that what you're good at. Don't tell me, oh, I don't know what I'm good at. Everyone is good at least one thing. Everyone is good at something. You probably don't know what yours is, but everyone is good at something. Look at Usain Bolt. He can run. He's the fastest man in the world. I don't think he can play soccer. Probably can't play cricket. Probably can't play football. Probably can't play lacrosse. But he's the fastest man in the world. Look at Michael Jordan. He can play basketball. He probably can't. He probably can't run faster than Usain Bolt, but he's good at that. Everyone is good at least one thing. You need to find what yours is. That's the only way you're gonna feel better about whatever situation that you're in. Cause like 9 to 5, bro, that was designed to steal dreams. I look at 9 to 5 as like dream stealers. Cause like if you work at 9 to 5, it's gonna be hard for you to work on yourselves while you're in a 9 to 5 industry, especially if you're working full time. But you're gonna have to do more. Cause like you're working for somebody else, but you need to be creating something for you, so at the end of the day you can buy your freedom. Because if you're still working for somebody, then you're not really free. If you can't take a plane to go somewhere for at least 1 week and you don't have to say, oh, I need these days off, then you're not really free. You think you're free, but you're not. And if you switch from job to job, you're still not free. The only way you're free is when you can take a plane and go somewhere and you don't have to answer no question to nobody. You just tell your family that, you know, I'm going here, and that's it. You don't have to talk to no manager. You don't have to talk to no boss. Oh, I need these days off, so they can tell you, oh, these days are your request was denied and we're short staffed. You're not free. The only way you can truly buy your freedom is by doing something that you love, and you have to own your skills. You have to be really, 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 really good at that one thing that you're good at. You probably know what it is. You probably just didn't exercise it as much. So you need to find what it is, focus on it, and then you'll be better. Because like the more time you spend doing something, the better you actually get of doing it. So that's the same with me. The more I spend like editing videos, the better I get of it. And the more time I spend, say, doing motivational videos, the better I get at it. The more time I spend making truck videos for you guys and trying stuff, the better I get at making them. So the more you do something, the better it is you will get. So if you notice that you're not getting better at something, you're probably not exercising your skills. You need to own it. You need to own it. Whatever it is, you need to do that one thing. I think the reason why most people never really get nowhere is like what I said, they spend too much time doing everything else. Oh, I want to be everything. I want to be a DJ. I want to be a modeler. I want to be a content creator. I want to do. People want to do so much that at the end of the day, when they look at themselves, they're absolutely nowhere. Because if you're doing something because of somebody else, you yourself will get nowhere. Because if a person like, say, mechanic, then you're going to go there, oh, I want to become a mechanic. What if that was not meant for you? You can't figure nothing out. Then you're going to be there looking at the engine, don't know what nothing is, and confused as hell. But you're like, oh, my friend's doing mechanic, I want to become a mechanic. That's not how this world works. Your friend, like, his job, he probably that's probably his future job. He's probably like working on cars since he was a young age with his father or brother or uncle or something. So he ended up growing and he wanted to become a mechanic. That's just how it is. So you have to find what you're really good at. Don't tell me, oh, I'm good at nothing, I'm not talented. I'm not talking about talent. Talent is different from skills. Everyone have one skill. Not everyone is naturally talented, but some people, not say some, everybody got skills. We all may not be natural talented, but everybody got at least one skill that they should be good at if they exercise it enough. If you can cook and all you did was focus on cooking, you'll be better and better and better and better. But if you can cook and you never did anything, then how you expect to be better? You never exercise your skills. How you expect to buy your freedom? Bro, I don't believe nobody should be over 35 and still working a regular job, working for somebody else. I refuse to believe that. For some reason, I refuse to believe that. Like, if you're 35 and you're working for somebody else, unless it's your dream job, because like some people one, like some people dream job is in the 9 to 5 industry, because like some people want to become a doctor, lawyer, dentist. Those jobs are in the 9 to 5 industry. But what about you that don't want to work a 9 to 5? What about you that you felt different growing up? You felt like there was more to you, but you didn't know what it is. If you can't figure out what it is that you're really good at, then you're doing something wrong. You spend way too much time on your phone that you didn't even work on yourself. If you're spending all your time on your phone, then technically you should be using your phone to make you some money. Because, bro, trust me, we live in a world where if you go get a 9 to 5 job, I know, oh, long hours. I know you're taking orders from everybody else. I know it's irritated, it's frustrated. When you get home, you want to lay down in bed and you have to wake up next day and do it all over again. And you're underpaid and understaffed and all this kind of nonsense that's do nothing for nobody. But guess what? Nobody cares. You have to own your skill. The only way you can buy your freedom is by doing something that you love and actually can be able to earn money from doing it. That's the only way. That's the only way. Look at all those content creators. Look at all those rappers. Look at all those photographers. Look at all those videographers. Look at everybody that work for themselves. They literally bought their own freedom by their skills or their talent. Look at, say, artists that can like draw or paint, that sell one of their thing for how much thousands of dollars. That's their artwork selling for thousands of dollars. Imagine you drawing someone and selling it to them for 2 grand, just one picture. Now, would you imagine that? Now, imagine everybody want you to draw them, or no, imagine being a photographer, meaning taking pictures of things, and imagine people want you to take pictures of their weddings, say funerals, graduation, anniversaries, special events. And those stuff are not cheap, because one photographer is charging, say, 2 or 3 grand just to go there and take a couple pictures. Now imagine if all you're doing is taking pictures, you go home, you edit it, and you give it to them. And you're receiving 3 grand, boom, just like that, if not more. For just one. Now imagine if you have 2 or 3. That's how you able to buy your freedom, by doing something you love. You have to own your skills. You have to own your skills. So if you are over 20 and you still don't know what you're good at, you need to think about your high school days, that when you were in different skill classes, what is it that you really enjoy doing? Because that's why they put you in different classes, just for you to figure out what it is that you love doing. Because if you notice, when they put you in computer, they put you in welding, they put you in sewing, they put you in mechanic, they put you in welding, industrial techniques, uh, all those different kind of classes. When you fail, they don't mark it as, say, you fail. They only mark you when you pass, because that's what you love doing. If they put you in cooking and you love cooking, then by the time you reach, say, the 10th grade, then they come forward and they say, you know what, you did awesome in cooking. We recommend you take cooking, focus on your cooking career in 10th grade, 11th grade. Then you can go for your master's and degree. You can become a chef. You can work on a plane. You can work on ships. You can work on boats. You can work on all these kind of stuff. That's just how it is. So you have to really think back and think, what was it that you were really good at in school? Because you know what it is that you want to do. You just don't want to start. I don't know why. Maybe worrying about what everybody else have to say. Why are you worrying about what everybody else have to say? Everybody else will say whatever they want to say regardless. So if you don't focus on yourself, if you don't own your skills, they're going to say, oh, you can't do nothing. But when you start moving forward with yourself, then they're going to say, oh, you act like you're better than us, you act like you can do this. They're going to say stuff regardless of what you rather them say. You have to own your skills, figure out what you're good at. Me, growing up, I used to love, say, dancing. Yeah, I used to love dancing and taking pictures and videos and all that kind of stuff. But all those stuff come right under editing, because I always edit my own pictures since I was young. I always edited my dance videos since I was young, and like I used to make like slideshow videos for people. People will say, text me on Facebook, ask me, oh, I need you to make a slideshow video for me. I need this song. I'll send you all the pictures. I used to do that for people back in the day. So that's how I know I'm on the right path. Because like everything I'm doing now fall right back to when I used to edit stuff for people. Now I'm editing stuff for myself, but being a YouTuber never crossed my mind 10 years ago. Never. So, because I used to love dancing, I used to go to parties and dance and all that kind of stuff. But being a content creator right now didn't cross my mind not once. But it still falls under the same category of me editing, if that makes sense. So you have to own your skills. You have to figure out what it is that you're really good at. Don't tell me, oh, I don't know. No. There's something that you're good at. There's absolutely one thing. And let me say it one more time. I'm not talking about talent. I already know we're not all talented. And it doesn't really matter what talent you got. You still have to exercise your skills. Because if you can sing and you say go there and you sing, you need to be moving around. So talent is not moving around depending on what you're doing. So talent is, say, physical stuff. So if you go there and you sing, oh, you're going to stand and sing, oh, you have to move around. Look at, say, Chris Brown. Look at all those artists. They put time and effort into what they're doing. So it doesn't really matter how talented you are. You still have to be skilled. Because that's how you stay on top of your game. You're naturally talented, which is good, but no one can't escape the amount of work that we have to put in order to be successful. Because like I always tell people, I'm naturally talented, but I still work harder than most people. They probably don't know it, but I do work hard, twice as harder than most people. But they don't know. That's just how it is. When they see me, they say, oh, Tyvon's over there, and blah, 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 blah. They have no idea. Some people, they just go to their 9 to 5 and they come home and boom, that's it. But some people like me, when you go out there and hustle and you come back, then you got your channel to worry about. That's extra. But if it's something that you love doing, it don't feel like extra because you know you're actually talking and bonding with people that watch you. Because like me, I'm just talking to my phone. But you may see it as I'm talking directly to you, if that makes sense. So you have to own your skills. You have to own it. Find something. It could be anything at all. Like what is it that you love doing when you were younger? I'm not talking about playing with dolls and playing with action figures and flying drones. I'm not talking about that. What is something that you really love doing when you were young and your parents say, "Oh, go clean your room or go rake the yard or go do this or go do that"? What is it that when you did it, you enjoy doing it? That's something that you're interested in. Because some people enjoy cleaning stuff. Some people enjoy cooking. Some people enjoy sewing. Some people enjoy welding. Like we all enjoy doing different things. That's your skilled area. If you're interested in something, then that's clearly something you like doing. You may not know it, but you like it. That's why you're interested in it. If you weren't interested in it, you wouldn't like it. Because you may sit down and look at it and be like, I can't figure nothing out. Boom, on to the next. That's something you're not interested in. But the moment you sit there and you start learning and you don't want to go nowhere, then you're interested in it. But you have to find something that you love. Do not do something just because everybody else is doing it, because you will fail. You may looking at the other person, say the other person is performing very well and you should do it. But if it's not meant for you, you will get absolutely nowhere. Trust me. I've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. I've seen people try to mimic me and they get absolutely nowhere. That's just life. If it's meant for you, then so will it be. But you have to put in work in order for you to get it. But a lot of people think, oh, this happened overnight and somebody else is doing this. I think I could do that. It's different when you mimic someone and try to be like them than actually being yourself. When you own your skills, that's actually you. That's the real you. Being yourself, exercising your skills, something that you're good at and progressing forward instead of pretending to be someone you're not. That's why a lot of people is failing nowadays, because all they do, they need one person to get up and say, oh, I'm doing this, and boom, everybody else trying to do the same thing. But guess what? Everyone's not going to get it. And then everybody competing. Oh, let's all of us do this here. Don't do it with him. Let him do himself. And then all of us over here, let's all of us work together. That's not how it works. Because when you group up over here with 10 people and you guys isolate that one person that was meant for the job, that one person that was meant for the job will progress faster than you, faster than all you 10 people that's copying that one person. Because a lot of people think, oh, the more of us, it's better. Not sometimes, because 0 times 10 is still 0. If all the heads are empty, it will still be 0. Doesn't matter how much people you put together from all the heads are empty. Doesn't make no sense. But that's what a lot of people don't realize. They think, oh, if it's 10 of us and it's only 2 people there, then we can move faster than them. No. But if those 2 people there are naturally talented, they know what they want, they know what they're doing, they're owning their skills, they're progressing forward, and then all 10 of you people sitting down there imitating them, trying to be exactly like them and getting nowhere. And then you're the one sitting down wondering why you're getting nowhere. That's just life, and that's just how it is. You have to own your skills. Stop trying to be like everybody else. We live in a world where if you pretend to be like everybody else, you will get absolutely nowhere. Because only when you be yourself, people will gravitate to you, because people know what's real and people know what's not. If you go online and you say you talk, people can know if it's coming from you, if it's coming from somewhere else, if they're smart enough. This is the same as when you hear a song for the very first time, and then a couple of years go by, then you hear an artist remix the song. You already know that that's a remix because you know the original. People know the original different from the remix. So with that being said, if something is not meant for you, I don't think it's right for you to progress forward, because you can't move forward if it's not meant for you. You're going to sit down in the same spot every day wondering what's going on. And you know what it is that you're good at, but you just want to be like everybody else. That's why you're losing, and that's why you're failing, because you're doing something that's not meant for you. You need to own your skills, figure out what it is that you're good at. You already know what you're good at. You already know what your skills are. What are you waiting on? What? No one is going to come and help you. No one is going to come and say, okay, let's get your stuff going. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares if you're just figuring out what you want. They don't care. Everyone's looking at you and say, oh, you're just starting off. It's okay. People only gravitate to the ones that look like they know what they're doing. You ever notice the moment you get up? You ever notice when you're trying to figure out yourself, no one is there. But the moment you feel like you get a sudden urge that you're on the right path and you start to move forward, then you have everybody, oh, let's do this, oh, let's do that, oh, let's do this. You got all those people coming in from back and forth. Some trying to stray you elsewhere, some trying to steer you this way and steer you that way. Everybody should come in, and then you're sitting down wondering where were all those people. They were there the whole time. They just didn't care that you were starting out. That's just how it is. So you have to own your skills. And when you find your skill, that's something you love, and you can push forward, then that's the only way you can buy your freedom. And don't listen to nobody. Don't let nobody tell you what you can or can't do. And don't ask nobody for any opinion, because if you go ask somebody something, they're going to judge their answer based off their own ability. So if they can't do something, they're going to tell you, oh, you can't do it. They're not going to say you can't do it because they know you can't do it. They're going to say you can't do it because they themselves can't do it. So if you're walking around needing validation from others, you will get absolutely nowhere. That's life, and that's just how it is, and we all have to live with it. For all those people that need everyone's opinion, never get nowhere. Because number one, you can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. There's going to be one person miserable. So you have to own your skills. Find whatever it is that you're good at, and you will be able to push forward. I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. I will be back doing more stuff. You will enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.